What if I told you there's a messaging app out there with over 1 billion users? A true global giant. But chances are, if you're in certain parts of the world, you might not have even heard of it. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on a tech powerhouse that operates just under the radar for many, but is an absolutely dominant force on the world stage.
So let's start with a number that really tells a story. $900 million. That is a ton of money, and that's how much the Japanese tech giant Rakuten paid to buy this app all the way back in 2014. A price tag like that, especially back then, is the kind of thing that makes you sit up and pay attention. And that valuation, well, it's backed by an incredible user base, over 1 billion registered users. Just to put that into perspective, that's more than the entire population of North America and Europe combined. It's just massive. So what exactly is this app?
All right, let's get into it. First things first, we're going to break down exactly what this app is and how on earth it managed to capture such a huge global audience.
The app is called Viber, and at its core, it's a voice-over IP and instant messaging application. But here's the really clever part. Its early genius was in its simplicity. The key innovation? Your ID is just your cell phone number. That's it. No need to create a special username or remember another password. You download it, and it just works.
So where did this billion-user behemoth even come from? Well, that takes us to its origins. It's a classic Israeli startup story that started in Tel Aviv and, pretty quickly, went global.
So Viber was founded back in 2010 by Talman Marco and Igor Magazinik. And, these guys were not newcomers to the tech world at all. They were actually the co-founders of the peer-to-peer file-sharing client iMesh, so they already knew a thing or two about building huge, large-scale networks.
And their growth was just lightning fast. I mean, they founded the company in 2010. They added messaging just 1 year later. And by 2013, they were already making money from things like stickers and a service called Viber Out. All of this led to that massive acquisition just 4 years after they started. Incredible. Let's really focus on that pivotal moment, the $900 million deal. This wasn't just a successful exit, it sent ripples through the whole tech industry. It was proof that a focused, well-made app could achieve incredible scale and value right before the messaging market really truly exploded. And for the people who built it, wow, it was an absolutely incredible success. The founders and their early investors, who were described as just friends and family, saw a return of over 30 times their initial investment. I mean, that is a staggering, life-changing success story. Okay, so it was a huge success, they sold for a fortune, but where is it popular now? Because this is where the story gets really, really interesting. Let's take a look at Viber's global strongholds. So this really reveals the app's unique position in the world. While its market share in North America is, it's around 15%, not bad. But then you look at a country like Greece, and it's over 90%. And in Ukraine, it's an unbelievable 97.7%. In these regions, Viber isn't just a player, it is the market. And this dominance just extends all across Eastern Europe and way beyond. It's an absolute powerhouse in places like Belarus, Moldova, Bulgaria, and Serbia. And it's also extremely popular throughout the Middle East and in Asian markets like the Philippines. It's a true global player, just with these very deep, concentrated areas of strength. But Viber didn't just get acquired and then, stand still. Not at all. It has evolved a lot. Let's look at how it went from being more than just a simple messaging app. And the evolution is, well, it's pretty stark. It started as this very straightforward tool for free calls and texts. Simple. But today, it's a completely different beast. It's a full-featured platform with high-quality video calls, huge group chats called communities, a whole universe of stickers and GIFs, and now even things like payments and business tools. So you might be asking yourself, how did a free app start making money? Well, one of its first and honestly most creative revenue streams was stickers. They created a sticker market where users could buy these little packs of digital images. It was fun, it was expressive, and it also happened to be a brilliant business model. Their other big moneymaker was a feature called Viber Out. Now, this service was a total game changer because it broke out of the app-to-app ecosystem. For a small fee, you could use Viber to call any regular phone number in the world, a landline, a mobile, whatever, making it a direct competitor to those expensive international calling plans. Of course, in the modern world of messaging, security is absolutely everything. And Viber, well, they had a bit of a journey here. While some early security audits gave it pretty low scores, the company responded decisively. In 2016, they rolled out full end-to-end encryption, built on the same principles as the gold standard Signal protocol, securing all user communications from then on.
So, what's next for Viber? The ambition is clear. They want to become a super app. They're pushing hard into totally new territory with things like Viber Payments, a premium subscription called Viber Plus, dedicated tools for businesses, and even a universal caller ID to help fight spam calls. And all of this really leads us to one big final question. By building out this entire ecosystem of services, is Viber using its regional dominance to become the next global super app? It's a fascinating next chapter for a company that has already come so far.